Today we're gonna read Cinderella. Let's hop in. Cinderella. Once upon a time, there was a lovely girl called Cinderella. Sadly, her mother had died when she was young. Her father had remarried, and she now lived with her mean and rude stepmother and stepsister. They were both very lazy and liked to order Cinderella around. Clean the floor, fetch me coat, make us some lunch. Cinderella worked very hard, but still tried to be happy and smile. One day, a guard from the palace arrived, delivering invitations. The stepmother grabbed it and read aloud. All females are invited to the royal ball. The prince needs to find a wife. The stepsister screamed, "Oh, it has to be me, mother. I'll be his new wife, I will." They both went to the seamstress to order their new dresses. When they got back, they found Cinderella stitching an old dress and screeched, "What are you doing?" "I wanted to make myself a dress for the ball. The invitation said we were all invited," said Cinderella. Her stepmother scoffed. "Oh, no. There are far too many things to do here. This house isn't going to clean itself. Now back to work." On the day of the ball, the dresses arrived in large boxes. Cinderella's stepsister shouted down the stairs, "Cinderella, I need help to get into my dress. Come up here at once." She and the stepmother spent the whole afternoon getting ready for the ball and ordering Cinderella around. As they left, the stepsister said loudly, "This will be the finest ball. I can't wait to meet the prince." Cinderella sat by the fire and began to cry. As the tears fell, a puff of smoke appeared in the corner. It cleared to reveal a kind-faced woman. "Hello, Cinderella. Let me introduce myself. I am your fairy godmother," said the woman. "Your tears have called to me. Please tell me why you are crying." Cinderella bowed her head. "The king has sent an invitation to all the girls in the land to attend a ball." She stopped. "He wants them to meet the prince so he can find a wife. I would love to go, but I don't have a dress to wear." "There's no need to cry. I can help you," said the fairy godmother. With that, she waved her magic wand, and Cinderella was transformed. When she looked down, she was wearing a beautiful dress, a sparkling tiara, and a glittering necklace. Cinderella couldn't believe her eyes. "Thank you so much. I hardly recognize myself now. I can go to the ball." "Now, Cinderella," said the fairy godmother sternly, "I only have one warning. You must leave the ball before the clock strikes to 12. The magic only lasts until midnight. After that, your ball gone will turn back into your rags." Cinderella agreed and watched in amazement as her fairy godmother turned a pumpkin into a fine carriage and dormice into white horses that would take her to the ball. I can't believe this is happening, Cinderella said to herself. I hope my stepmother and stepsister don't recognize me. When Cinderella arrived at the doors opened and she walked into the ballroom. The prince turned around and gasped, "Who is that beautiful girl? I must dance with her." They danced together all night, and everyone was asking each other if they had ever seen the girl before. Cinderella was happier than she had ever been. Suddenly, Cinderella heard the first bell of midnight chime from the grand ballroom clock. She picked up the bottom of her dress and ran out of the palace and down the steps. As she ran, she stumbled and one of her glass slippers fell off. The prince ran after her, shouting, "Please stop! What is your name and why are you running?" The prince was heartbroken. He picked up the tiny glass slipper from the step and ran to the king. "I have chosen my wife. I must fight her. This girl," he said, "whoever fits this slipper, I will marry." The next day, the prince, still heartbroken, took the glass slipper to everyone's house in the land. All the girls tried the slipper, but it was so small, it didn't fit anyone. Meanwhile, Cinderella was in her house and cleaning with a smile. The stepsister looked confused. What has she got to be so happy about? She said to her mother. She missed the amazing ball. Cinderella was daydreaming about dancing with the prince and wondering if she would ever meet him again. At that moment, there was a loud knock on the door. The prince was welcomed in with the slipper on a pillow. He said to the stepmother, "I would like all of the girls in this house to try on this slipper." The stepsister pushed forward and said, I know it will fit me." She grabbed the slipper and tried to force. "It will fit. I know it will. I just need to wiggle it a bit," she said. "Are there any other girls living in this house?" asked the prince. "Oh, no other girls here," said the stepmother. At that moment, Cinderella popped her head round the door. "You there," said the prince. "I would like you to try on the slipper too." Cinderella came forward and sat down. The slipper slid onto her foot perfectly. The prince gasped, "It is you! It was you I danced with at the ball." The stepmother and stepsister couldn't believe it. "It can't be you!" they both screamed, and her stepsister burst into tears. The prince smiled the biggest smile and grabbed Cinderella's hand. I can't believe I found you. Please be my wife, Cinderella said. Yes, yes, you have made me the happiest girl in the world. Without looking back, they walked right out of the house and traveled to the palace to start their new life together. Without Cinderella to order around, her stepmother and stepsister had to do all the chores themselves. Cinderella and the prince had a beautiful wedding at the palace, and they lived happily ever after. The